Hello, welcome back. So it's been a few weeks since I recorded the previous part, and the main reason I mention that is because you might notice in this part that the music is different. I have pretty much completely replaced the original soundtrack from the game with a custom soundtrack that I've made. And the reason I've done that is because over the last few weeks on YouTube, there's been a bit of an epidemic of copyright claims against Heroes 3 videos, my own included, and I decided for that reason just to make my own soundtrack. You might not notice it too much, but just thought I'd mention it. It also means that it's been a while since I last played, but I have kind of looked over things and planned things for this turn, so I think I more or less know what I'm going to be doing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck some of the slow units in the town and send Neela over to the east. We're going to go pick this up and probably just return straight to base. Aenain, I think, is just going to tuck herself into the town. Serena is going to go pick this up. And then we're going to go south. We're going to move towards the Crystal Cavern. This guy is going to go through here. Now, of course, there are 4 different whirlpools on the map. There's this one here, this one up here, and then there's the 2 on the other side of the map. I've got a specific one in mind, which isn't this one. There we go. So what I want to do with this guy is probably just do some scouting. So we can see there's a path right there. So let's just try and get as close to that as we can. I assume this massive log is going to block us somehow. I'm not sure if it's faster to try and go through this way. I think it's safer to try and go around here, so let's just drop off here. I can also steal the gem point if we want to, which we could do. We do have quite a few uses for gems. Syra, I can't remember what I'm going to do with, actually. I guess we'll send her to the gem pond, that was probably it. And then Pyre I'm not too sure about. Nymus I think I'm going to send through. And Theodorus, I should probably have them meet up. Because although this guy does have a fairy dragon, we only need creatures 11 speed and above. So I can still keep my titans. So yeah, I'll keep the titans, I'll bring all these back together, and we'll just move off all the slow units. So these guys are fairly fast, and these guys are a little bit slow, these guys are definitely slow. Yeah, that pretty much works. That should give Theodorus maximum movement next turn, which I'm not sure we'll need, but one potential option with Theodorus is to go all the way south and take this guy on, and then come back to the Magic Forest. I'm not sure we're going to use Fairy Dragons, but might as well give ourselves the option. And then I'm not sure if we can go here safely or not. What I want to do is I want to block him off. I'm not sure if he can go through diagonally. So I'll probably just stay here. But yeah, I want to give myself as many movement points as possible. Of course, this is the main red hero. It's pretty tough. I'm avoiding using... I think I picked it up. Yeah, I'm avoiding using Dimension Door. I'm trying to stick to just Town Portal just to give these guys a chance. There's Kaya up here too. There's a bit of a threat. If Kaya comes through to attack us, I think we can probably handle her. I think next week's units in pretty much any of our towns should be enough. Pyre doesn't really have too much to be doing. We already have Solmir in this town. So, I think we'll just send her through. So I'm not going to jump in the boat because it's just too risky. Let's stay near them though. And then in terms of our towns, the main thing we need to do is we need to build towards the pyre in this town. So we're going to go for the Altar of Thought. And then next turn should be able to go for the pyre. Get ourselves a few extra Firebirds next week. And I think that's pretty much it. We could hire an extra hero. I'm not sure there's much of a need. Let's see who we've got. So, Sephiroth. +1 crystal. There's no real need to do that. I think we'll just end the turn. Okay, so red summons a boat and leaves. Red main actually comes and lands. So this is going to be it, the big fight. I think this is the strongest hero on the map. I should mention that purple is of course still alive, but I think that's literally just stranded Vokiel. He's not going to do anything, pretty sure he doesn't have summoned boat. So I think he's on a timer, and he will soon be wiped out. Nymus needs to give back the units. So I do of course want to chase down Coronius. But I also want as many units as possible to take on Aenain. So I'm going to play it fairly safe, I think. We'll let him go. And we'll just go to the north instead. Let's see. So in terms of unit order, depends if he has tactics or not, but I think our current order looks mostly fine. Let's put these guys next to the Magi. And don't really think we can reinforce. No, but I'm fairly confident we can do this, so let's just go straight for it. Okay, so a lot of losses expected there, particularly to the Iron Golems, but I'm pretty sure we can reduce that somewhat. So, wow, 10 Ancient Behemoths, this is really tough actually. 257 Centaur Captains. Wow. Okay, so the track that's playing right now, I swear I just replaced it. I don't like this track very much, but it's apparently still playing anyway. Not sure what I've done wrong with that, but this particular track is probably not going to be sticking around. So I don't know. I don't really know who to attack first. I'll probably just go for the Grand Elves, I think. This is actually going to be quite tough. He definitely does have the bigger force. We're going to need to go, I think, for a mass haste, although I also want to go, of course, for Implosion on the Gold Dragons. These guys could get hasted. However, if we look at this, there's this massive shipwreck going right across the field. So if we just take our least important stack, which is probably these guys, and if we just have them block the way through, we should actually be completely safe from these, because they're going to get to go before the Centaur Captains, so unless they wait, they're not going to have any way through. I might keep this track. It's not quite as abrasive as I remember it being. I'm not sure. Let me know what you think, by the way. Most of the tracks I'm not going to change, but I've still got a few I'm not sure about. Okay, so if we go like this, we quite clearly have range superiority, so I'm actually going to pull this guy back. Probably don't want him right next to the Titans. Send these guys forward instead. I'm pretty tempted just to use these guys to block off the Dendroids. And Nagas should definitely go for a strong hit against someone who can retaliate, so probably the Battle Dwarves, I think. Yeah, we'll start like this, and yeah, I'm really tempted to go for the mass haste, but I also really want to implode the Gold Dragons, who are a massive threat. So I think I will do that. Let's do that. There we go. So we've taken out most of them, we've still got loads of spell points left, so it's really just a case of minimizing the damage we take this turn. I could actually pull back. He could go for the mass haste. I think this guy starts with air magic, I could be wrong. He's the Disrupting Ray Specialist. I think I'll pull back a bit. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. I should have at least used this guy, I should have at least waited. Alright, so no sign of any spells yet. I have a feeling he could just go for a simple haste on the Behemoths, but would be a really bad decision if he does. If we go for this attack, we're going to do... should easily be enough to take them out, so let's go ahead and do it. Then these guys are free to attack, I think we'll wait. These guys get blinded, these guys are coming forward to attack the Behemoths, but they can't reach. I'm going to wait with these. As he doesn't go for the haste, of course, he does just go for the blind on the Naga Queens. These guys are free to go for a full powered attack. I think we have to... I'd quite like to implode these, so I'm going to go for these instead. And these guys come up to hit the golems, they do quite a lot. And I have given these guys the ability to shoot at me. I don't want to get any closer. I'm going to wait for now. Okay, so free to attack, we are 5 speed, these guys are 4 and 5 respectively. Let's go for this. There we go, pretty much none left. These guys I think we'll just defend with. Kind of weird just to use these guys as just a kind of hold, but obviously there's only 2 of them, I'm pretty sure they're lowering our morale. So I think that's the best thing we can do with them. We can't go for a full powered shot with these, except on one of these two stacks. Of course, we're going to implode these, so let's go for these. And then these guys are free to go and attack. So in this case, let's go straight for these. That's okay, so we miss our next turn. So yeah, I don't mind losing the behemoths, they're not really helping us too much right now. I'm going to go for the implosion on these. Take out most of them, and then we can probably finish them off. Still can't go for a full powered shot on these. If I go for the weight, then I can. However, by that point they've already done the damage, so let's just go for these instead. And then these guys can't break through the behemoths. And I can send these forward as bait, but I don't think they'll fall for it. So if we go for the attack on these, we're only going to get about 10 kills. Maybe a little more. I think we'll just do this. Okay, these guys are free to attack. They can go for a full powered shot on either of these. Of the two, it's got to be the Dendroids that are a bigger threat, so let's go for those. We do lose a Phoenix, but we've got quite a lot of those coming in, so that's okay. These guys I think I want to pull back. Check we can keep them safe. So I think they could go for the Phoenixes instead of... yeah, they will go for the Phoenixes instead. Okay, that kind of sucks. They do go for the Behemoths eventually. They don't get the kill. Alright, doesn't really change my plans too much. I don't have Resurrection. I could go for the Mass Slow, or the Mass Haste. I could also go for Cure on these. I think I'd like to do that. Okay, 14 of those left. We're down to 71 HP, so let's just defend. You guys can go for a full powered shot. And he flees. So we do lose a couple of Phoenixes, but overall not bad losses at all. And yeah, like I say, I'm pretty sure that's the strongest hero on the map, so that's a really good sign. And we can probably just go and straight up attack him now. But first, let's see what we can find out. So let's see, it's this guy who we're going to do some scouting with. So there's a Library of Enlightenment, which in itself is quite a big incentive to come over here. A bit of extra knowledge from there. And then CL's pretty weak, but we still have a few movement points, so let's see if we can get a little bit further. Actually got red here too, so these guys should be at war. But yeah, Tyraxor's pretty screwed. Let's just go here so we can waste some of their movement points. Neela's going to go back to base. Day 7, so let's make sure we don't forget to get the Pyre. And beyond that, I don't think there's too much we need. I want to go for Mercury before I go for Crystals, because of course we do need it for our Phoenixes. I'm probably going to keep the Phoenix stacks, it does make sense with 3 different Conflux towns. Clara's going to go pick this up, go visit this, and can't really do too much else, so I think we'll just start sending her towards the ship. This should be safe now. I don't know if Nymus can reach this, no, definitely not. I don't think Pyre can either. Pyre can. Okay, so this might not be guarded, but no, it is guarded, so we can't go for that. Fine. Okay, so that kind of screws us a bit. I think I'm going to have to spend some wood if I want to scout. But I'm not sure I do, I don't think I need to. I'm just going to send Theodorus into one of the ships. Neela's fine where she is, and yeah, I don't really want to spend too much else. I think we went for the treasury already, so it makes sense just to hang on to our gold. That's going to be an extra 3k next week. Could hire an extra hero, like I say, could go for Sephiroth. But yeah, still can't reach the ships if we do that, so just going to end the turn as this guy jumps back up. These guys come for an attack. Let's see what they have. Yeah, so definitely not a main. Okay, so I think they're trying to attack each other. Purple's gone, that's good. Let's check this out. How good is this guy? Yeah, so Nimbus is pretty solid. He is, in fact, Orange's best hero. As Red is clearly not doing too well. Okay, so we've definitely taken out most of the strongest opponents. Nymus obviously is one of them. Don't want to go through here because we'll take too many losses, so let's just go over to here. And then I think Nymus should be able to hold this off. Let's check and compare these two. So Pyre is level 1, Nymus level 1 as well, advanced defense versus basic artillery. Doesn't say if that gives us control of the arrow towers or not. So I think I'm just gonna go for Nymus as my defender instead. Is that enough? That should be enough, easily. It's just the one fairy dragon, or possibly two, that we have to deal with. And I think we can do that fine. Damn, that's really close. Still gonna go for it. Okay, so I could pick up more heroes. I think what I might do is send this guy out. We'll upgrade those because they're really cheap. Might as well get a few more too. And yeah, obviously this can't really fight anything, but it's probably slightly stronger than some of the scouts we've seen. I don't want to get anything unupgraded, so I'm just going to send him out like this. And let's steal Pyre's boat. And beyond that, I don't think we need to do too much. What I could do is I could of course town portal around and get a few more units, but I don't really think we need to, so just going to win the turn. As this guy decides not to attack us, but is potentially going to pick up an extra fairy dragon, so that's not too great. So that doesn't really help us too much. We don't know where we need to go. Let's see, so I'd like to go up here. I've not really explored this yet. Damn. That is... I don't know if there's a way through there. I think you can probably weave through there. But we've already kind of passed that, so let's just keep going to the south. And Theodorus, I do want to be a bit precious about his movement points, so I'm not too happy to be doing this. I have a feeling that Red's main town is possibly to the east. But I think the only reason I think that, or Orange even, I think the only reason I think that is because there is a Shroud of Darkness up there, but of course it's just part of the map. It's not from a town. So that might not really help us. I'm going to go south instead. This is not a good use of movement points. We can visit this. Let's do it. Gives us a bit of extra morale too, and that might actually be Orange's main base. So I think that's definitely worth going for. And Syra. I want to know what Vokiel picked up here. Because bear in mind, we got the Helm of Heavenly Enlightenment just lying around. And this could be something very similar. But we'll never know, so... maybe he'll show up in the tavern. Okay, nice line of him at the tavern, so I think we'll just leave that as a mystery. Still a bit worried about this. I think we're going to strengthen this up a bit. I'm going to move Pyre to safety. And then there's not really anything left for Serena to claim. Might as well go pick up a few resources though. And yeah, I don't think there's too much else we need, like I say, so just go in the turn. What I should do though is I should upgrade something in here, so let's just go for... we want to go for the upgraded Pyre, which means we need to try and save up a bit of Mercury, but we can go for the City Hall still, so let's go for that. And yeah, I think I'm just going to win the turn like that. So I think they picked up an extra fairy dragon. There's someone in a boat to the north. There's someone coming to attack us there too, potentially. Yeah, Septiana, she's okay. Pretty sure she can't take our town though. 10 gems, let's do it. Level 21. And we can't quite reach that. Has been reinforced, but that's fine, we can easily reach it next turn. And we can also go to the stables, which I think is worth a go. Okay, so let's see what else there was. So we know this guy is probably coming towards us with a couple of fairy dragons, not sure we'll go for the attack. I need to keep Solmir safe. But as long as we land him, that should be fine. This doesn't look too promising. Then again, might as well explore it. Okay, so this place still looks really dangerous, so I'm going to go east instead, which reveals an altar of earth. And apart from that, not really anything worth bothering with there. I think if we follow the path, that should eventually take us to all of our opponent's bases, so I'm probably going to follow it north first, and then probably double back. Otherwise, I could maybe think about setting up a second hero. What I could do is I could get the Magic University here, in fact I already have it, so I could go for Earth Magic for 2000 gold, which we might as well. Problem with that is I do need to get to Advanced Earth Magic, and I'm not sure that's realistic. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're only offered Advanced Water Magic, which is not going to help us. If we go to find another level up, I think that's going to take quite a while. Next potential level up is over 4 turns away, but I think we should just go for it. And then I'm pretty content just to not do anything else, so it's going to end the turn there. Steals our gold mine and potentially is coming to attack us there. That's not good because we can't defend that town quite as easily. So this person's come to chase us down. I think that might be us pretty screwed. Okay, so Theodorus is going to go for... Let's go for this first. So we have taken quite a few losses to the Phoenixes, and that's going to make it harder to attack. These losses are probably more or less unavoidable, but... No, I think we should be able to do better than that. Okay, so start off with 3 losses. If we go for Chain Lightning, we don't have it. I thought we did. Implosion, 2100 points of damage, so we can kill a stack of our choice. 48 whites. That's going to be kind of annoying to kill. So let's just do it. And we can get through there, so that's great. These guys, I think, will just go for... It's going to be at least 2 rounds. Okay, so if we go for this, that's going to definitely kill them. If we go for the Dread Knights instead... I think the Psychic Elementals are... probably actually less scary because of the double damage, so I'm going to go for those instead, and then these guys are free to attack whatever they like, so let's go for the one that hasn't moved yet. They're actually really close to being able to round off the fight this round, but of course Lizard Warrior's not really realistic to take out. We can definitely take these out using the Nagas, so let's focus these on these instead. Then yeah, we'll have to take one more round of shots. Yes, that kind of sucks, but just the 1 stack left to kill now, so that's all fine. There we go. Okay, so I could recharge my spell points, but we can get a bit further. So let's just do that. Of course, the other issue is this town is now less defended. I think it's time to hire a couple of scouts. So they left behind the Liches and the Vampire Lords, so we've got some kind of defense if we need it. I'm going to send Daramith to the northeast. Let's just leave these behind. Okay, so that's fairly inconclusive, and in fact, I think I've almost blocked this guy off, but should be able to move first next turn. Okay, so that's fairly inconclusive. I'm gonna go for Tyraxor. Okay, so we don't know which way to go, but I think there's got to be a town up here somewhere, so I'm still going to keep going in that direction. Over here, I'm a little bit concerned. Only a few fairy dragons, but I guess 6 of these should be enough, and we can upgrade the pyre if we can just get ourselves a few extra mercury, so let's trade for that. Okay, so to upgrade these, I think we're going to need 6 more. No, more. Okay. That's kind of a problem. Maybe... I'm not sure. It must be 12. It must be 12, and... I'm not sure this is worth it, but I do want to keep this safe, so let's just do it. And then yeah, we've got some pretty beefy stacks in here, so they should have a pretty hard time breaking through. Soulmare, I think, might just be screwed. But we're going to try and move away, so we can actually see Nagash, who is maybe slightly weaker than us. I'm gonna let this guy go, just so we have a bit more morale, as, yeah, that did help a little bit. I think we've already explored all this, but might as well just keep it open now we've got the Shroud of Darkness. And then Serena doesn't really have too much to do, so I think what I'll actually do is... I'll pick this up first, and we'll just tuck her in the Fortress Town. This guy decides not to go for the attack, which is kind of annoying because I'm just going to end up reinforcing everything, but I can probably just chase him down. Okay, so very much not expected to win this. As yeah, it's a much better hero than ours. So we can go for 2 Chain Lightnings. These guys are immune, I think. Or they take less damage. Not sure, doesn't say. So because these are the fastest, and because he attacked first, I think he's going to get to attack our sprites before we can attack his. So for that reason... The 2 Chain Lightnings leaves us with 2 spell points, so we can't really go for anything except Chain Lightning. If we go for these, most of it's wasted. If we go for these... We should go for these, I guess, because it's going to do more damage. Okay, that's a start. Okay, so we can't bait these. But there's not too much else we can do with our goblins, so just going to send them forward. Okay, so there go all our sprites. Great. So I think I'm just going to go for Chain Lightning. If we go for it on these, I think we just end up hurting our own units, so let's go for this guy instead. Only get the 1 kill, which is not going to help us too much. Just going to go for the attack on these. Okay, it's probably time to flee. Yeah, let's just surrender. So what I can do with Solman now is I can give him a bit of a Necropolis force instead. First, let's check this out. So no one came to attack us. And we can see there is yet another Conflux town. Very heavily defended, so can't go for that. A little bit of a map design flaw there, there's a tree on the path, but other than that, this is actually a really well designed map. Quite like it. This is obviously blocked off too. Yeah, I mean, it's a very different experience to random maps, which is really the main thing I want from a kind of handcrafted map. Let's send Daramith. Let's check this out first. Animate dead. Next to Necropolis, which is probably the best you can ask for, as there is another Necropolis town to the north. That could actually be the original capital. And we can reach it, so let's just go for it. That seems fine. Okay, so we've taken that, and I think we've done a real number on this guy. Yeah, so they're both down to just 1 or 2 towns, I think. I think in this case it does make sense just to park ourselves in the town. We'll get a few extra movement points from the Phoenixes. We can go for Mage, go level 3 too, but I don't think we need it. I could buy an extra hero just to scout, but I guess there's no real downside to that. Let's get Solmir back. Okay, so it seems all quiet. And there is this guy to the west. Pretty tough. Let's see how much is available to pick up from here. So this is fully bought out. Yeah, gonna have to be a little bit careful of Kaya. Can't hold her off till next week. Not sure that actually helps us, but let's just go for it anyway. So we've seen quite a lot of the map, so we should have some idea if someone's coming to attack us or not. I'm going to actually send Pyre out, and I'm just going to go for this attack. I think we should win from the Phoenixes. Yeah, so 1 loss expected. Let's see if we can prevent that. No, I guess not. Okay. No point sending bait forward. Okay, so that's actually kind of annoying because I do have to worry a bit about retaliation now. Okay, so that did 61 damage. So pretty likely we'd lose a second. I'm not sure if auto-resolve actually calculates fairy dragons properly, or... Yeah, I'm not sure how we managed to only keep this to 1 loss. Because we're guaranteed to not even kill 1. Maybe they did this. I should have done that. That makes a lot more sense. Doesn't help us that much though. Okay, so they actually go to attack those instead. That's perfect. Oh crap. Okay, I didn't work that out properly. I thought I'd already used up the retaliation. Never mind. I don't really want the gargoyles. I should have moved these forward. Okay, so they still go for those, that's all fine. Just gotta hope they don't go for any kind of spell on the phoenixes. Okay, still not going for them, that's all good. Can defend with these, use up the retail with these. I might actually keep these here because they seem to like attacking them and I don't want to disturb that in any way, so I'm just going to do this. I don't want to defend because I don't want to put them off. And I'm not confident I know how their AI works, so actually, we can just finish them off like that. Perfect. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think tactics is good to have. Okay. Let's get one more scout. Ah, so I can't actually reach this. I was thinking of sending Theodorus up here, but we can see that Isra's there. So this hero is completely doomed. Could pull back, I guess. We should make some attempt to keep him safe. Yeah, he's not bad. Not a threat, but still. It's only really Theodorus that can take him on. And Kaya is coming towards us, and it's only going to be day 6, so I think there's a good chance she will be able to attack us before the end of the week. Wow, this guy's really good too. Okay, so 318 skeletons, quite a few power liches, 201 zombies. And he does manage to chase both of our heroes down, just going to accept that. Okay, so he's our next fight. Alright, well, it's been quite a while, so I think I'm going to wrap this up here, and we'll begin next episode straight away with a big fight with Isra, and then we should hopefully be able to follow the path, claim ourselves one more Conflux town, and we'll loop around to this side of the map, and we'll see about finishing them off. As yeah, we've definitely done a lot of damage to them both today, so that's all good. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.